really don't know why I bothered wasting my breath arguing with you, period, but specifically arguing about which office is better, because my office is clearly superior.
No, the British office is just what people like to say is better because they like to feel cultured, that they're going, oh, I like the original, I don't like the cheesy one on American TV.
BJ, you don't have to feel bad that other people are smarter than you and can appreciate a better show, because the British office crushes the US office, much in the same way Galen Hall crushes tournaments.
I disagree, but anyway...
Welcome to It's a Whole World After All with Jess and BJ. I mean, when the year began, I think people thought Galen Hall was going to bink one tournament and disappear, but we'll get to why that's probably not the case. First, we have to settle up, because I finally won an over-under.
Yeah, but I still feel like a moral victory. We bet on David Williams' end of day 4 chip count. I picked the over. The bookie set the line to 845,000.
Yes.
We got the field all the way down to 15 from 52, so the odds of anybody staying in the field was a bit of a long shot.
True.
David Williams still alive, but at the bottom of the chip counts, 318,000.
So I, taking the under, have clearly won this bet.
She won the under. That's fine. I'm still bullish on David Williams. I think he will get over 845,000 on his way to making the final table.
Whatever
I'm calling
it
it
takes
right
to
now.
get you to sleep at night.
Bottom of the chip counts. I'm calling it right now. He's making the final table.
It would be great if he did. It would certainly be a fantastic story.
Yes,
We've
it
never
would.
had someone win the same tournament twice, let alone back-to-back, let alone the biggest WPT event of the year.
Let alone, that's all I got.
All right. New over-under? You want to try to
All right.
catch me?
This is a new category for us.
And a new tournament for us.
That's what I mean. WPT's first super high roller event.
100K buy-in starts today. Not quite sure how many people we're going to get for it. These are usually small tournaments, so
The bookie has a guess.
of how many people are playing in the event, and that guess is 15 and a half is the line.
You want to go first, or since you won
Since you're behind, why don't you pick first?
Okay. I don't think we're going to get a lot more, but I think we are going to get more than 15. So I'll take 16 and up.
I've done a little recon. I think the guesses are in the vicinity of 20, so even if people flake, I'm still good. I'm going to protect my lead and take over.
Well, I also think there's a factor where the more they get,
the more people will show up.
other people may show up.
People are in Las Vegas now, gearing up for the World Series. They were here to play the championship.
Right.
You're going to see people maybe take shots that they wouldn't otherwise if the field gets big enough.
Correct.
All right. We will have updates of the Super High Roller on WorldPokerTour.com in addition to updates from the main event.
Right.
We'll have links for those. It'll be in its separate tournament area, but we'll let you know how to get there on Twitter, on the website, etc.
I didn't know that. Okay.
In
Good
the
to know.
meantime, okay, glad you're on the ball, lead tournament reporter. Anyway,
Just point me where.
All right, Player of the Year though is still the main focus, I think, of people outside.
Till we get to the final table.
Yeah.
Andy Frankenberger was still alive with 52 players left. He is
No
the points
longer
leader.
alive.
He busted out of the money, so no additional points, and that kind of clears things up as to how far people need to finish to catch Andy Frankenberger.
And when he busted, there were 8 people that could potentially tie or pass him in the standings. As we played down to 15, we're down to just 3. And
Down to 3.
those 3 are...
Sam Al-Sayed, second in chips. 5th place, he ties him. 4th place, he wins.
Yeah, remember he won WPT Amityville in
Right.
Europe.
We also have Shannon Shore, who has several deep finishes on the WPT this year.
He final tabled Biloxi, and he also got a fair amount of points for finishing 10th at the LA Poker Classic.
Right, just like El-Sayed. 5th place, he ties Frankenberger. 4th, he wins. And then Stephen Kelly, 2nd at Bay 101. 6th in chips, he needs 3rd place or better to outright win. Cannot tie.
Yes, because he's got a 50 or... He cashed Indiana, I believe, so that's where that...
Right.
50
So we've
points
got
comes
3
in.
players in the top 6 who, if they make the final table, can catch Frankenberger. He has a hell of a sweat ahead of him today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But what those guys will be chasing is Galen Hall.
Yes.
Like we said, this guy won PCA, and we, typically the guy who wins PCA, we have Elke, but there are some people that just kind of win and disappear, or
Which you can
really
say of almost
see
any tournament.
on the
but
WPT.
Galen's proving
Galen
himself.
has had quite a year so far. I know in the Bluff Player of the Year, he is currently moved up to 2nd in the ranks behind Eugene Kachlov because he won PCA. He did well. He final tabled the EPT Madrid High Roller. It doesn't count for points, but he got 2nd to Jason Mercier in the Champion of Champions
Had a deep
Invitational
run for
at
us
EPT.
at Bay 101.
Cash Bay 101 here, and now pretty big chip lead, almost a million or 700,000 chips or so.
Yeah, busted Christian Harder on the last hand of the night.
Busted Doyle Brunson. No diamond dodecahedron this time, Doyle. Really good run though. He finished in 20th, I think.
I don't remember where
he finished
in the money.
He did finish in the money and had a really good run.
Right.
Busted Doyle, busted Alan Sternberg, busted Abe Mosseri, just busted everybody to end with 3.5 million chips, and the next closest person is Sam El Sayed with 2.7 million.
Right. Something else about Galen Hall, he did not play day one of this tournament.
He was flying back from Madrid.
Right. He is one of 3 players left who started on day 2. And of those players, you have Galen Hall, who is chip leader. You have Nanad Medic, who is nearly average in chips. And you have defending champion David William, who is 15th out of 15th in the chip counts. Short stack, but like I said...
Well, one double up and he's right back in
Still
it.
short, but I don't know. I think David can pull this out. But all 3 of them started on day 2, as David Williams did last year when he won this event.
Interesting thing to keep tabs on. One person we did lose yesterday, we mentioned we lost Doyle, some other people. Another person who finished just outside of the money was Club WPT qualifier David Brownworth, or as we have come to know him, Brownie.
Right. We didn't give him that name.
That's his nickname.
What he goes by.
He's got like a contingent of fans back home in Arizona that call him Brownie. People with Justin Young and Eric Baldwin palled around with him a lot and seemed to hit it off, and he's such a nice guy. And we got to talk a little about, he didn't finish in the money, but this guy has ridiculous Club WPT accomplishments.
Yes, he does.
So 3 years ago, he won a tournament on ClubWPT.com to be in the ClubWPT.com television show that was on FSN. It was a 6-handed sit and go.
Right.
Wins that sit and go. Then he's been playing on the site since the beginning, I think. 3 years later, he wins a 2,900 person tournament on Club WPT and gets to play in the championship, and he just missed it, 28th, didn't make the money, but he
bubbled by 2 spots, so close.
Played fearlessly, didn't seem, getting near the money. A lot of people who are satellite qualifiers kind of clam up about.
Tighten up and just try to squeak on in.
He played great, did really well, and considering his track record, I'm pretty sure he's going to win his way into another one of these before it's over.
So maybe we'll see Brownie back here in season 10.
Way to go, Brownie. And in honor of Brownie, our question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite dessert?
Snap call banana split.
I do like
Easy.
Banana splits,
All
but
right, favorite dessert.
there is a dessert that is perfect and rises above the rest. Chocolate chip cookies are the best kind of cookie, but it's missing a little something. So the best dessert is the cookie cake with the frosting and the cookie.
What's a cookie cake? Like, how do you make a cookie cake?
It's a cake made of cookie. It's like a 16-inch chocolate chip cookie with frosting.
Oh, you mean just one of those giant cookies like they sell at the malls?
No, that's just a big
cookie. Yeah, isn't that what you're talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about a cookie cake. It's big. It has frosting.
So it's a cookie with frosting on it.
I'm sorry, when you go to the mall kiosk and you order a birthday cake for someone there at the cookie place, you say, I'd like a big cookie with frosting on it, or you say, I'd like a cookie cake?
I don't care what you ask for. They give you a big cookie with frosting on it. That's what it is.